Okay, here to make another video for another question I see on the internet all the time, and there's a lot to cover and I tend to talk too much, so I'm going to try to hurry through this one. So this is what I carry in my trail kit while out riding, and there is a lot here. I'm going to go over each part by category, and the first one up here are the tire tools. And to get started with this 12-volt slime compressor, fits nicely in this small ammo box from Harbor Freight. That standard tire kit has some patches, some plugs, some tire cement. You're going to want a tire pressure gauge, low pressure, so that you can read the low pressures. Also carry a splined socket for lug nuts. And this is the ultimate tire plugging tool. This thing is great. I won't get it out and show it to you. Look it up on Amazon. This is a great tire plugger. I'll probably never use the plugs in there now that I have this. I also carry slime, and people will complain about slime, especially the people that change your tires. And I understand, but if it's the difference between me walking 5 miles out of the woods and putting this in my tire, this is going in my tire. And last item in the tire kit is a Tusk scissor jack, and this thing is great. It's tall enough to lift my machine, and that wraps it up for tires. We're going to move on to recovery gear. Okay, this section is the recovery gear. Going to start off with this tow strap here. Inside the tow strap I have a tree saver. You wrap this around a tree so you don't harm the tree when you're pulling yourself out. I usually use it to wrap around someone else's tow strap, or wrap it around anything else to hook my tow strap to. Also have this soft loop. This is used to go through your tow strap and then hook in someone else's machine, whatever else it is. It's soft, doesn't do any damage. It's not working out for me right at the moment, but you get the idea. I have hard versions of these D-rings. You use these with your tow strap, hook it to machines. I've got this snatch block here. You use this with your winch. Put your winch rope in here. You loop your rope around something else, probably something like this. Come back, hook it to your machine, gives you double the pulling power. Last item in the recovery is this small SOG shovel, and this thing is great because, one, it's a shovel so you can dig yourself out, but it also folds 90 degrees so you can dig away. I've used it a couple of times, usually because my old jack was not quite, or was a little too tall to get under my machine, so I'd have to dig it out first. And that is it for the recovery gear. Now I'm going to move on to the toolbox. Okay, now I'm moving on to what goes into my toolbox. My toolbox is this plastic Harbor Freight ammo box. Everything here fits easily with some room to spare, so I can carry more if I want to. I get started off, have an assortment of screwdrivers, some bits, punch. This funky screwdriver, have no idea where I'd use it, but might come in handy. This screwdriver, tiny, reversible. Right here is a set of metric wrenches, full set, all from 17 millimeters down. Go down to these tiny ones and these little stubbies to get in there. Got this out of an old Honda motorcycle toolkit for some other metric sizes that might be too big. Carry around this 5-in-1 painter's tool. Every painter knows what that is. Standard knife, ratchets, extensions, 1/4 inch sockets, 3/8 inch sockets, and 1/4 inch. You see which one's missing. Care to guess which one that is? No, it's not the 10 millimeter, it's the 11. Moving on from there, I carry this Milwaukee job saw. This thing's pretty slick. Just a little handle, and fits Milwaukee Sawzall blades. Also carry duct tape, electrical tape, wire strippers, big channel locks, vice grips. This thing I found at Tractor Supply, might come in handy one day. It's pliers, it's a hammer, it's got some kind of screwdriver thing on the end. Looked like just the kind of thing you'd want in your toolkit. Wire cutters, needle nose pliers, regular pliers, crescent wrench, metric hex keys, a little set of metric hex keys, and my broken toolbox handle. I also carry zip ties, and all this goes into a Ziploc bag. An assortment of fuses, some wire. These aren't the best wire connectors, but it's what I had, so they went in here. And a fire starter with a compass. Ideal thing for every toolkit. And the original fire starter matches. And that covers it for the toolkit. Sorry, that covers it for the toolbox. Toolkit keeps going. Okay, this is kind of the miscellaneous section of what I carry. Got some coolant, some shaft oil. I also carry Yamalube engine oil. Carry some hand warmers, bug spray, of course, paracord, just kind of a useful rope you want to use. This is the NoCo jump starter. This thing is fantastic. I can't say enough about how great this is. I used to carry jumper cables. Now that I have this jump starter, no longer need those. Carry some towels, baby wipes. These things are fantastic for wiping your face, wiping all the dirt off yourself. Pair of gloves, your standard roadside first aid kit, some bungees, some tie straps, and a two-way radio. This is actually in one of my other videos. This mounts in my machine. I also carry two cheap two-way radios because your buddies hardly ever bring the radios on the trail, so you can loan those out, and allows you to communicate easily. A couple other items I carry, but these go in the cab, so not in the toolbox, but they definitely go on the trail. 2 sets of rain gear, one for me, one for the passenger, and a set of tall boots for when you're stuck in the mud. These go behind the seat. Both of these go behind the seat. One more thing to mention, everything except these 2 items that go in the cab fits in the Yamaha cargo box for the Wolverine X2 with some room to spare, so I could even carry more. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe below.